Reggie.
Hello.
I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. Such a pleasure to speak to you.
Too.
So, for people who don't know anything about Pirates, can you give us a brief introduction? What can they expect if they come see your film?
Pirates is fun. It's comedy. It's a film about friendship, and it's something I'm really proud of. And it's a version of London that we haven't seen on screen.
And obviously, you've done, you're jack of all trades. You've done documentaries, TV, radio. What made you decide to try your hand at feature filmmaking, and why was this the right story to do it?
Well, I've been writing for years. I've been writing for over a decade, and I started out in short film, and it's been a graduation to where we are today. And this felt like the right story. It felt like the right story because it definitely feels as though joy isn't really on the agenda when it comes to stories about London, particularly Black London. And it felt like a really good time to actually shine a light on that.
And tell us a bit about your cast. I mean, there's a whole bunch of fresh faces there. How do you decide these were the right people, and what was it like working with them?
The audition process was awesome. I worked with Shaheen Baig, who's an amazing casting director, and she knows good talent from a mile away. And sitting in the room with Shaheen and seeing these people come in and just falling in love with them, knowing that they could actually deliver the lines that I'd written, just felt amazing in so many ways. So I love working with these boys. They're incredibly special talent. You'll see it for yourself. I mean, this is just the beginning for them. They're going to go from strength to strength, for sure.
And obviously you're working on a tight budget, but do you think that actually kind of gave up to some of the creativity that we see? I mean, it was mainly filmed in the custard cream. What were some of the highs and lows of the shoot?
When you've not got a big budget, you have to be super smart, and that was what we did. We made the best of what we had, which wasn't very much, but hopefully it'll be as cinematic as possible.
What do you think people can learn from going back to the 90s? There's so much nostalgia. The soundtrack alone, all the grime, the garage, the fashion, Tamagotchis.
What can we learn? I'm sorry, this guy shouldn't be filming me from behind there. Can we get security on this man, please? Can we get security on him, please? What can we learn from the 90s? The 90s are a really special decade because it's just about long enough ago for us to be able to remember some of those unique things that were ridiculous and unique to that era. So I can only look back on them and laugh and enjoy. Oh my God. This is what my friends look like. So can you turn the camera around so you can see yourself? He's the director. You should know better. You're holding it with both hands. Shut up. Sorry, ignore them. I'll try to.
And, what do you think people can take away? It's kind of a road movie, coming of age, but like you say, a bit of an injection of hope.
Yeah, we've been calling it a world's shortest road movie, and it's definitely that. It's boys travelling from North London to South London, and as a result, we have this lovely little package of a film. So what can people learn from the 90s? What can people learn from Pirates? There is a hell of a lot of joy in the city, that's for sure.
And how autobiographical is it? Where did you draw some of the ideas from?
I drew them from the world that I exist within. There's bits of me in there, but there's also bits of my community, bits of my school, bits of people I grew up around, so there's loads of special stuff in there.
And, an almost all black, all Asian cast. Why is it important to have such representation on screen? Especially about London.
I didn't think about representation when I was writing the script. I just thought about who was right for the parts. And the world that I grew up in is mixed, As a teenager, when I would go to garage clubs, they weren't black clubs, they were garage clubs. They were clubs full of Londoners, which was Asian, black, white, Turkish, Polish, whoever wanted to be there. And that's why I'm so glad that, this film feels like London. It feels like the version of London I know.
And finally, how does it feel to be on the red carpet tonight? People are going to see your film in person, not from their laptop.
Yeah.
What an amazing feeling.
Yeah, I just can't wait for the room to see it, There's a lot of people in this room who I go way back with. There's family here, there's friends here, there's people from the scene. So it's a special time.
Awesome. Enjoy the evening. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.